It has been a year since our mate bond formed, but my fated mate Damon Borden has never lost control around me. Even in the height of desire, he will only use toys to help me find release, but he always refuses to let me help him. Despite how much my heart aches, I plan to let him go. Even though he is my fated mate, he doesn't love me. I get a potion from Helena Craw, the witch. This potion will dissolve our mate bond. However, the night before I'm about to take it, I stumble upon Damon in the study, using my photo while venting his desire. He does it again and again while murmuring my name and saying that he loves me. I'm shocked. I want to record the scene with my phone, but I accidentally take Damon's old phone. I tap on his chat records with Helena. I'm the fated mate of the woman I love, and I love her very much. However, I'm far too strong. What if I hurt her while making love to her? How can I restrain my desire and control my strength to please a female wolf? If my mate runs off with someone else, how can I overcome my possessiveness and continue to love her? When Leanna Yates found out that I wasn't being satisfied in bed in my marriage, she immediately sent me sexy lingerie, despite the late hour. Change into this. I'm sure that Alpha Damon will not be able to resist. I looked at my reflection and how alluring I was. My wolf, Sasha, cheered me on. I was sure that I would be able to win Damon Borden over this time. I thought of how enormous Damon was when he was aroused and couldn't help blushing. I hastily suppressed my emotions so that the mate bond would not expose my plan. At that moment, Damon opened the door. When his gaze fell on me, the look in his eyes sharpened, and his Adam's apple bobbed up and down in an erotic manner. I giggled and went over to take his arm. As I did so, I deliberately brushed against it with my chest. I was sure that he would not be able to resist such seduction. As I had expected, Damon's eyes filled with desire at once. I leaned forward boldly and gave him a deep, intense kiss. We moved from the door to the bed. Damon was on top of me, and there was a dreamy look in his eyes as he stared intensely at me. His hands began roaming all over my body, and he began to undo every single knot on my lingerie. My hands wandered downward, but before I could touch him, he grabbed my hand and said hoarsely, "Don't mind me, let me help you." My thoughts of romance disappeared at once when I heard how matter-of-fact he sounded. "Don't you want to get in bed with me?" Damon held my hand tightly and got off me. There was a restraint in his eyes that I could not understand. There are some things I need to take care of with the pack. Rest early. I almost burst into tears from anger. I was a beautiful mate with a good figure, but he had refused to make love to me. "Damon, do you think that I'm easily fooled? Are you impotent? Or is there another female wolf in the picture?" Damon stopped in his tracks. He turned back and sighed. "Raya, I would never betray you." "So what if he wouldn't betray me?" I yelled in fury. "If you leave, I'll go to another male wolf." Damon shuddered violently, but he still strode out. This was the 5th time that Damon had rejected me. Even Sasha could not stand it. She began howling in my mind. "Is Damon an alpha or not? If he doesn't like you, why did he make a mark on you?" I laughed out of sheer anger and called Leanna. "I failed. Bring me a bottle of wine." Half an hour later, Leanna barged into my home. "How could you fail? Is Alpha Damon actually impotent? Or does he like males?" Leanna poured out wine for me, looking confused. As the Luna of the Blood Loon pack, I was usually very strict on myself. I rarely drank, but all I wanted at that moment was to numb myself with alcohol. A notification sound went off on my phone, which was beside me. It was a message from Damon. "I was at fault just now. I should have taken care of work before going home. Please don't be angry at me, all right?" Damon was always like that. He would apologize to me after rejecting me, and it made me furious when I saw it. Damon and I grew up together, but on the day that we were confirmed to be fated mates, I discovered that there was a female wolf that he had had a crush on for years. Perhaps she was the reason he was always rejecting me. Leanna sighed. "You two are fated mates, for goodness sake. You were brought together by the moon goddess. I mean, it's not like you can dissolve your mate bond, right?" I took a deep breath and slammed my glass of wine down on the table. "You're right. I'm going to dissolve my mate